beginning to fall over Southern California, but the lights are shining bright here at the spectacular SoFi Stadium in metropolitan Los Angeles. Tonight, we finish off Week 6 with a good Monday nighter between the Denver Broncos and the Los Angeles Chargers. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. They begin the drive with Williams. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Well, this defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Wilson. He completes it to Julio Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Now a give up the middle to Williams. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Well, this defense for the Chargers, they were very strong last week in that win over Cleveland.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive linemen said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs, and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense, diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
2nd down and 8. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. And that's complete. It's Chris Godwin. And they'll work this down inside the 30. Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here, because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They run it again with Williams. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation. We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
Now 2nd and 9 from the 10. Now Wilson. Got his tight end. That's complete. It's Lewis. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Being chased out left. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
And the end result of that play, you're almost not sure what you really want, because when he gets outside of the pocket, you actually hold your breath because you think he's going to run for big yardage. But when he chose to pull it down and throw it, and a play was made to knock it away, that's a pretty good end result. Not one you expected when the play began.
So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10 at their own 22. On play action, they'll throw. They'll roll him out right. Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Big play that time by Mike Williams, and it picks up a 1st down, and he's coming off a career-best 76 catches at 1,146 yards last season and was rewarded with a nice extension for his efforts. Definitely hope to continue his improvement in his 6th season as a Chargers' big play threat.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. He'll get this out wide to Eckler, and that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. The Chargers at 3-2, a game over 500 here to start the season. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger 1st.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
Play action. It's Herbert. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing. Because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 13-yard line. It's an 11-yard pickup. Thought they'd run it on 3rd and 1. Not the case. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Up the middle with Eckler. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Same exact result as last play, a pickup of 11.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Gerald Everett His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers have taken the lead. Hopkins with the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now Wilson. He'll buy some time right. He's got his 6'5" receiver. That's Tim Patrick. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Up the middle, it's Williams. Joey Bosa in on the stop.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They'll stay on the ground with Williams. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5.
It's not easy playing the corner, is it? A lot of times you got to defend against the pass, but sometimes you have to play against the run. How about the job he did there, crashing inside to make that tackle for a loss?
That's complete. It's Okuwebunam. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
They run. It's Williams. And he will have a 1st down at about the 21-yard line. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that. But by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. They'll hand it off now. Williams. And they're knocking on the door now as a good run there. Going to take this to about the 10-yard line. 81 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half. Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now it's Wilson. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender.
Touchdown, Broncos. Javonte Williams. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Broncos have regained the lead. Extra point from McManus is good. And the lead is now 10-7. After splitting the uprights, McManus to kick it away. No run back here for Reed, so this will come out to the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity. And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Dancing to his left. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert sliding out of the pocket. And a throw right sideline is complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Herbert throwing again. And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown. Jalen Guyton, 34 yards, as his guys have now moved out in front. Extra point good by Hopkins. And the lead is now 14-10. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. Montrell Washington on the return from his end zone. And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 and the 24. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And looking at this situation, Charles, you got more than a minute. You've got all 3 timeouts. Probably no need to play this safe.
So what you're saying is that we're doing a little bit of a mind meld here, aren't we? Because I'm thinking along the same lines as you. This amount of time, don't be compelled to play it too safe. This is a chance to get points on the board. Press it a little bit.
Yeah, especially since a touchdown here gets you the lead. Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And the Chargers are in great shape here as they take over at their 36-yard line. Well, look, we're watching a quarterback here that's obviously been around for a long time. That's a throw he wishes he had back.
He certainly does, but as you well know, this is a guy that's used to taking a few chances, used to fitting it into tight windows. These are throws that he's made before. Didn't happen to get it completed in this case.
Well, the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. A good down to possibly take a shot, and in fact, they'll come up with an empty backfield on 2nd and inches. He's got this to Williams, complete. Touchdown, Chargers. Mike Williams, 44 yards. And the Chargers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Hopkins with the extra point, and that makes it a 21-10 game. Following the touchdown. Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Here's Wilson to throw. Rolling to his right. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he will have a Broncos first down by about 1 yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4. So we're at halftime here on a Monday night. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the 3rd quarter. Reed going to bring it out of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. The Charger drive about to get going. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went into the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
And just 1 yard to go here on 2nd down. Herbert off of play action. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 22 yards there, a first down.
2nd and short, that's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a first down.
Running on first down, Eckler. And down inside the 40 to about the 38. 40 yards on the ground for him so far.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Looking left side, and it's complete. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 20-yard line. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first. Herbert operating from the red zone. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
He's had a very nice day throwing the football, and I think on this play, he's just trying to buy some time so he can make another big throw downfield. Unfortunately, couldn't connect on that one.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. And nearly a touchdown as they finally stop him down at about the 3-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. Williams again. And good work there defensively as they're able to keep him out of the end zone. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal.
Sometimes I get caught in hyperbole, but I think they desperately need to punch this one in. They're running out of time.
Yeah, two-score game, second half, you're down here. This is the time to put it in the end zone.
And not going to get much better than this for an opportunity.
beginning to fall over Southern California, but the lights are shining bright here at the spectacular SoFi Stadium in metropolitan Los Angeles. Tonight, we finish off Week 6 with a good Monday nighter between the Denver Broncos and the Los Angeles Chargers. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Well, this defense for the Chargers, they were very strong last week in that win over Cleveland.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. From the gun, it's Wilson. A quick pass here to Godwin. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards for the Broncos there as they've got themselves a first down. Tough to imagine any team wanting to give a player like this up in a trade, but I know they're happy to have it.
It is amazing, isn't it? But we have seen big-time guys change teams. Jimmy Graham, Brandon Marshall, and their new teams are really excited to have them because they provide big-time targets.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Again, it's Williams. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Throwing is Wilson. Albert Okwuegbunam, the intended target. And he will have a Broncos first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5. Well, they kept it simple there, CD, only needing the short gain to move the chain, so they didn't want to go with a deep throw. They just go with that safer, shorter throw and able to convert.
Nothing wrong with that at all, partner. Check the box, right? Make sure you pick up the first down. Offense is getting established. You're moving the ball. You're not turning it over. Check, check, check. They like what they're doing early in the game.
A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook. Go play action. Toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
And past the 30 down to about the 27. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Someone's looking fresh, and this O-line is definitely licking their chops. Everyone likes to run block. If you're an offensive lineman, nice early burst, nice gain, too.
On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, You go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff. And
he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up second.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Throwing on second and long. Wilson finding his big receiver Patrick over the middle. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
Barney sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep, then curled it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
Yeah, that's really a whole lot of fun. It's almost like you said, listen, if you're going to sell the go, just go. And let's see who's faster.
And he'll be brought down shy of the first down marker at the 11. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that's going to bring up a fourth down. The kick by McManus is good. And the Broncos, the first to grace the scoreboard. It's 3-zip. And all in all, a pretty decent opening drive, Charles. Pretty balanced. They had the passing game going and the rushing attack, too.
I would think they have to be happy with that start because you get your ground game going, which means your offensive line and your runners are pretty happy, and then you get your aerial attack going as well, so your quarterback and receivers have smiles on their faces. Now both up to speed, awaiting their next possessions for this game. They can't wait to get started again.
Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. High throw, but he makes the catch. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 46. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. Looking right sideline, that's complete. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Coaches talk about it all the time. Players talk about it as well. Excellent job staying disciplined in coverage and making that stop. Inside the red zone, every stop like that could be preventing a possible touchdown.
And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler, and he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. They only got 2, but that was enough as they'll convert to make it 1st and goal. Herbert. Eluding the pressure right. And it's caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1 yard line. Nice gain of 8 that time, and it's 2nd and goal. Eckler will take this into the end zone for a Charger touchdown. It finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 downs, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
Extra point good by Hopkins. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. To throw is Wilson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
On 3rd down, Wilson. He'll get that complete to Alberto. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. On 4th down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. And this will pin him nicely inside the 20 as it's out of bounds at about the 14-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. 3-2, their record through the first 5 games of the year as they got the victory last week. It's still early, just October, but what have you seen from these guys so far?
Well, what I've seen is a team that's still figuring out all their pieces because they've got some new faces from a year ago, add in some new draft picks. Sometimes it takes a month or so before you really start to gel as a team and for those players to figure out their roles. But right now, I see them starting to elevate.
On 1st down, Justin Herbert. And this is caught by Williams. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. That one goes for 24 yards.
And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in the defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the 1st down.
Herbert throws complete to Williams. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
Well, so far, little to no resistance by the defense on this drive alone. 3 passes, 3 completions, 3 1st downs. They're taking it to him, and it's paying off.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 30-yard line. Back to throw here, Herbert. They'll roll him out right. His throw caught right around the 6. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Herbert now. Flush to his right. Going right side here, and that's complete. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Second down and goal. Herbert escaping the pressure right. That's caught at the 2. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. From back at the 2, here's 3rd and goal. Here's Herbert. Touchdown! Gerald Everett, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Hopkins with the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They trail now 14-3, an 11-point deficit as they start things out with a 1st and 10. The first play of the drive there is incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
On 2nd and 10, Wilson over the middle, complete. It's Patrick. And all the way home for a Bronco score. Tim Patrick, his 1st touchdown on the year. And the Broncos are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. On here, Brandon McManus for the point after. And he's got it. That cuts the lead. It's now 14-10. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And no return here for Reed. This will be a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. And not an abundance of time remains on the clock, Charles, but you would think more than enough to try to extend this lead before intermission.
And when you're talking about extending the lead, I think you're talking about aiming for the end zone, because there is plenty of time for that. The fallback is to get 3. But in your mind, you put 6 on the board right before the half. That's a heck of a dagger and great momentum to carry into the locker room.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. 36 yards on the play. So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. The secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball. Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction. He's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. Jalen Guyton, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Chargers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point good by Hopkins. And that makes it a 21-10 game. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And the Chargers will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. Well, Charles, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well. Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. And that one results in 35 yards. Well, you don't have to be a genius to watch this game and figure out they've had plenty of success moving the football here in the first half. We've seen exhibits A, B, C, and right on down the line, haven't we? Yeah, we just saw exhibit Z right there. Herbert on first down now. He finds his receiver Williams for a Charger touchdown. Mike Williams in the final seconds of the first half. And the Chargers will extend their lead here just before halftime. And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off. Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2. Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook, but even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends. Good point. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. And they'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the third quarter. Joe Reed going to return it from his end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. This offense set to begin the third quarter. And, Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one, so now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game, and down the stretch, being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it, and try and win this ball game.
Flushed out right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down. Something we haven't really seen much of from him, an incomplete pass.
Yeah, last week he finished at 70%. This week he's up over 80%. I don't know how you slow him down. Pass rush is usually the best way because a quarterback on his back usually can't complete a pass.
And he goes down at the 26. A pickup of 13, and that last play began at the 13. First down.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Donald Parham from 21 yards away. And the Chargers take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Hopkins with the extra point, and they open the lead up now to 25. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. So first and 10 here for Wilson and the Broncos at the 41-yard line. Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
7 yards there and a first down. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Now Wilson on first down. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. And the Chargers are going to get it back here just past the 35. Well, to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game, but that's something right there. Still in the third quarter. It would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day, but they're trying their best to put that disappointment behind them and find ways to make plays.
It'll be a gain of 5, and that's going to bring up second down. Now it's Herbert. Eluding the pressure right. That is caught. It's Williams. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
So first and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Eckler now between the tackles, and he can only manage to get a couple. Second and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defense in front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run good for 2. Here's second and 8. Once more, here's Eckler. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 40 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run. And that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard. Now they've come back to the running game, and they find a way to be successful with it.
Williams brings it in. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. 23 yards, the final tally. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler. Halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50. And the Chargers have got it on cruise control. Extra point good by Hopkins. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Off the draw, here's Williams. And a good job defensively. They stopped him short of the first at the 32. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves them with a 4th down now. Here we go with Williams. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.